Hello everyone, it's Bitcoin Jason here. Time for another bank run. Let's go. Okay, so I'm going to use my trusted exchange that I use here in Australia. It's CoinSpot. Um, Basically, if you've got CoinSpot, it's Australia's number one Australian owned and operated exchange here. Su- super funds, retirement funds you can have through CoinSpot, and so that's pretty great and all that. If you want to invest your super into Bitcoin Cash, that'd be great to help stabilize and increase the buying price of Bitcoin Cash, meaning that rising tide lifts all boats. But for me, I'm going to control my coins. It's my keys, my coins. So today I'm going to basically show you my bank run. Now I have bought some BCH over a week ago, or just about less than a week ago, and it's gone up 10%, 10.1% since I bought my Bitcoin Cash. Now I did top up with another $600 Australian. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to my buy, and I'm just going to buy max. Uh, there we go, $600 Australian. 0.8 BCH. Let's have a look at the price. Bitcoin Cash right now. Oh, that's American. BCH AUD. I'll go with Kraken. Kraken's pretty cheap. Six. Okay. All right. So wow. Okay. Jeez, it's really gone up. It's really gone up. It was below $500 before. That's all cool. Anyway, wow. So the price is going up. Um, so going back to Bitcoin Cash here, buying that at point 0.8 BCH, just under $6 Australian for fees. It is 1% fee. Confirmed buy. Done that. Now, what we like to encourage is this thing called not your keys, not your coins. So whenever you buy Bitcoin Cash on exchange, it is up to you to withdraw it off the exchange. The reason for that is we don't want any short selling. We don't want the exchanges just saying that we've got Bitcoin Cash in our accounts with the numbers on the screen and not actually have it. So what by you buying your Bitcoin Cash and then pulling it off the exchange, this is causing them to buy more BCH they keep in their coffers or to buy it off the miners. So this is why we got to keep doing this. And we found since we started doing this that the price has been increasingly rising over time. Why? Because there's only like something like 3 point something coins released every 10 minutes. So as every 4 years go past, it halves, which means the amount of new coins coming out into the ecosystem from the miners gets less and less over time. And so if people like myself continue just to buy cost dollar average, just going every week or every so often, and then pulling it out on the 1st and the 15th, this causes them like a GameStop type scenario where they have to fulfill those orders. And if they are trying to rig the system by, robbing Peter to pay Paul, then this catches them out and causes prices to be more in check in reality of what it is. We all know about what they've done with silver, gold and silver. They like to suppress silver. The major banks have been shocking with doing this. How they like to play games where they make it like silver's not as much as it should be. Um, what more would Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash be if we did the same? Now, you see that in the BTC area where people just hodl and they don't really use it, and it's like a Ponzi scheme. People buy it and they just keep it, right? With Bitcoin Cash, it's actually used as cash. I use it to pay for groceries, coffee, whatnot. So it has that thing, and you need to pay a bill that came up and you're short. I'm thankful that where I live, I can just use living room of Satoshi, and I can pay a power bill, whatever bill, rego, car bill, to pay for those incidentals. So it's a great way of saving because over a period of time, unlike fiat dollars, your currency appreciates over time because there is a cap amount on the actual mintage. All right, so I go to withdrawal. So I go to my wallet here and wallet. All right. So now I've got to find a wallet, and I should have done this before I got on stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to find my wallet here, and I am going to now for Bitcoin Cash purchased from exchanges. I have a special wallet where all the coins go from exchanges into that. That way, I can keep a record. In case the government needs to know taxes or anything like that. Um, I do not trade, so this is the benefit of Australia's because I'm not using it as an asset. I'm using it as currency, uh, and there's actually a legal case now in the high courts of Australia where if you're not using it as an asset but as an currency, you can get away from capital gains tax and that sort of stuff, which sets us apart from BTC because people are not using BTC as currency. They're using it as an asset, where Bitcoin Cash is used as cash. Hope that explains a bit of a theory there behind the High Court of Australia's legal case. So I'm going to go to, where's my coin? Here we go. I'm going to go receive like that, and I'm going to send it to a private chat of mine. When you put your payment address in, okay, check your email. All right, so I'll check my email. Confirmed. Strangely enough, it's quicker for CoinSpot for Bitcoin Cash to be paid to someone than it is to actually go through the verification process to send from your wallet. Right. Confirmation. Yeah. Boom, boom. All right. So amounts withdrawn. So if I go to my dashboard, Bitcoin Cash, go to wallets. That's it. Anyway, that's my background. That's the background that we've done. Just remember, keep in mind Roger Ver. He is still locked up for basically telling the truth about Bitcoin, how it all started, and what happened to it. And we pray for his release. Yeah. Anyway, thoughts and prayers with Roger Ver as he goes through what he's going through. Until then, guys want to know all about Bitcoin Cash, listen to the Bitcoin Cash podcast. It's a very informational type service that they use there. Of course, you got my channel. There's other channels that you can follow along and watch. For me, I'm all about the lifestyle, not about the tech. So with that, I'm Bitcoin Jason, and I'll see you next time around. Catch it. Bye.